In the first part of our interviewing strategy series, we discuss what you should do before the interview. To recap, you should prepare answers to potential interview questions such as introductory and behavioral style questions. Practice the STAR method to answer interview questions and tell a good story. Select an appropriate outfit and plan your trip to the interview. In this video, I'll walk you through what you should do during the interview, aka the big day. Okay, this is it. The day has arrived. Before leaving your house, make sure to eat a good breakfast to prevent stomach grumbles. Make sure to leave your house on time. If you are running late for any reason, quickly call and give your estimated time of arrival, without boring them with an in-depth explanation of your commuting challenges. Upon arrival, you're being assessed the moment you walk through the door. Make a good first impression by arriving 15 minutes early to the reception area. If you arrive on site earlier than this, pop into a coffee shop or wait in the lobby. Greet the receptionist warmly when you check in. He or she may be giving her assessment of you to the hiring team. Turn off your phone. When your greeter or first-round interviewer comes out to greet you, smile and make eye contact and give a strong handshake, but not crushing. Practice your handshake with both men and women and get feedback. The handshake can set the tone for the rest of the interview. Make small talk as you walk to the interview space. Ask how their day is. How are they enjoying the weather, or did they catch the big event over the weekend on television? Remember, they want to know if you'll be a fun and socially adept person to work with, in addition to being competent. When you get to the interview room, don't necessarily comment on the pictures or decor in the interview room as part of your small talk, as the interviewer may be borrowing someone else's office space. Sit up and slightly forward. Do not cross your arms, as this sends a signal of being closed off. Make frequent but not constant eye contact. Avoid nervous habits that could distract the interviewer. Hair pulling, nail biting, pen twirling. For the actual interview itself, answer the interview questions pulling from your practice, trying not to sound too rehearsed or robotic. If the interviewer asks you a question that you haven't prepared for, take a few seconds to think about your answer before you start talking. If you can't think of an answer, ask if it would be possible to come back to that question later. After you've answered their questions, they will inevitably ask, "Do you have any questions for me?" Your answer should be yes. Have 3 to 5 questions prepared in advance. Some examples of interviewer questions are: what are some common traits that superstar performers have demonstrated? What is the procedure for new associates to be rolled onto projects after training? What is one of the most important attributes you have learned from a colleague? You can have them jotted down in your portfolio and glance at them if you need to, but try not to read them word for word. Also, ask if you may take notes on their answers by jotting down some keywords to help jog your memory at a later time. Ask intelligent and informed questions. Avoid questions that will invoke a negative answer from your interviewer or make them uncomfortable, such as something bad that was in the press recently. Cater your questions depending upon the level of employee you are speaking with. A CFO or partner probably won't know what your day-to-day activities will look like if you're interviewing for a lower level position. Asking about the vision of the organization would be more appropriate. Finally, you should ask for a business card and inquire about the next steps in the interview process. Thank the interviewer for their time, shake hands again, and make your graceful exit. Now that your interview is done, what's next? Stay tuned for the final part of this interviewing series when we share what to do after the interview and how you should follow up with your interviewer. Stay tuned!